Hey guys, good morning. It is Monday. It's April 1st. It's April Fool's Day, so beware. People are out to get you. Welcome to Blooming Brilliant Homeschoolers. I'm Christine. I'm owner and content creator of bloomingbrilliant.net, where I share educational resources, parenting advice, and of course, information about homeschooling. I'm a homeschool mom of two. I homeschool my daughter who's 9 years old and my son who's 5 years old right here in Brooklyn, New York. And I like to come on live every day, Monday through Friday, or like make videos and content for you guys to help you navigate homeschooling in New York or anywhere really, because homeschooling is hard wherever you are at times, and it's sometimes isolating, and I want to have a community where we can support one another and build each other up and help each other through this journey. You know, we can inspire each other, motivate each other, you know, come up with new ideas on ways to teach our kids. And that's why I created Blooming Brilliant Homeschoolers group, which I'll link in just a moment, where you can join us and, you know, share ideas and vent your feelings and, you know, have a place to get encouraged and supported by fellow people in your community. Anyway, today is Monday, and I love Mondays. If you don't know me and you're new here and you're just learning about me, I love Mondays because it's a brand new week, it's a brand new day. And I mean, you can do that every day. You can just be like, it's a brand new day and we're starting from scratch. But something about Mondays and having a whole week ahead of you and being able to, you know, be able to take on like whatever, I'm sorry, like I don't know if it's allergies, but my eyes and everything are bothering me. So, yeah, you could take on a whole, you know, you just get a new, fresh feeling. And then it's the first of the month, so it's like double that. Like you have a whole month ahead of you. And yeah, we're turning into like spring season, and it's just really invigorating and exciting. So I love Mondays. I love the new month and the new like time, because then you could really get excited about it and start planning things out and just have a whole different outlook, because it's new time. You know, you can just say, you know what, we're letting go of everything from last week, we're letting everything go from yesterday, we're letting go of everything from last month, because last month was a hard month for me, and we're letting it go and we're starting fresh. And you can do that in your homeschool as well. So today's little chat or a little message that we're going to be talking about is about picking something. And since it's the beginning of the month and the beginning of the week, it's fine to choose something, one thing that you want to do. And I love April. April is Poetry Month. You know that it's National Poetry Month, and it's a great time to, you know, dig deep into poetry, do poetry tea times and all that fun stuff. But it doesn't have to be poetry. You could pick anything. I just like looked at my calendar as I'm talking and I'm like, oh yes, this month is Poetry Month. And so I threw that in there. Anyway, choose one thing this month or this week or today. Choose one thing to do for your brand new day, for your brand new week, for your brand new month. Choose one thing to focus on. So I tend to, if you can't tell, I tend to be a little bit everywhere and to squirrel into different areas and like be crazy, because that's what I am, just a little bit. But I tend to drift into different things. So we're going to try to focus on one thing that's different, that's new in our homeschool, and dive deep into it. So you might not want to do it all in one day, obviously. What you're going to want to do is to choose something. So today you choose. Choose something that you want to do with your kids as the season is transforming. You may still have snow on the ground, or it may be beautiful and sunny. It might be super windy like it is here right now in New York, and a little bit chilly, or it may be gorgeous and you're able to run to the beach or whatever already, because I have seen Instagram pictures where people are beaching already, and it's like, seriously, where are you? Because I need me some of that. But anyway, as the seasons are changing and everything, your homeschool changes. And I know that if it's still cold out, you're going to want to, this is the time that you can like dive deep in things that you might not have time for in the spring and the summer. because it gets warmer and you're more outside. So if it's something that needs to be done maybe indoors or that you have to really dive deep in, you might want to choose something like that to do. But if it's starting to get warmer out and you're starting to explore outside and stuff, you might want to do something that's focused more on the outdoors. Anyway, those are just some ideas. You're going to pick something that you've been thinking about doing that you want to do. You're going to take some time. That could be the rest of today. That could be tomorrow. It could be the week. You're going to take some time and you're going to research it. You're going to look into it. You're going to see whatever you need. You're going to get all the supplies that you need for it. You're going to get everybody, you know, a little taste of it, like get them excited for it. Like, this is what we're planning on doing, when and where and how. So you're going to prepare, and that's going to be ahead of time. So you're going to take this time, maybe this week, and prepare. And that means plan a date, purchase, like I said, the supplies, make copies if you have to, organize whatever it is you need to organize, plan it out so that you don't have to stress about anything. And then you're going to have that day planned out and you're going to do it. And then you're not going to focus, you're not going to worry on, well, we're only doing like this big science thing. That's just what I'm pulling out. Okay, we're just doing this really big science thing. That's what we chose to do. And you're not going to stress about math. You're not going to stress about reading. You're not going to stress about history. You're not going to stress about anything else. You're just going to be focused on this one, you know, big project that you decided to do. Or one big thing. You're going to shut off your phone. You're not going to watch your favorite Facebook lives. You're not going to have your computer on unless it's like needed for the thing. You're going to have everything else blocked out. You're not going to answer the door when the neighbor needs you to watch their kid, or your family, you know, arrives at your doorstep. You're not answering the door. We're not here. You're going to have like a sign outside the door. Homeschool going on. We're not here. And then you're going to enjoy it. You're going to be in the moment. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy your kids. You're going to connect with them. You're going to have like those jokes that are going to like happen that you're going to look back on. You're going to have that connection with the topic. You're going to have that experience. Being there, being present, and in learning and experiencing the lesson and everything right there in the moment. And then you're going to look later on in the week or later on in the month or later on in the year, and you're going to look back on it and you're going to say, that was really good. And you could do this anytime. It doesn't have to be the first of the month to say, you know what, we're going to pick one thing. You could do it every first of the month to say, you know, we're going to pick one thing for the month to focus on, and then we're going to execute it and we're going to do it, and it's going to be amazing. And if it isn't, you learn and you grow. Because sometimes, even though you plan and you execute and things go wrong, but it's a great time as we're transitioning into the new season, as we're transitioning into a new month, into a new week. It's a great time to take a moment, focus on one thing, because I know your mind, as we're heading towards the fourth quarter of the year, closing out the third quarter, your mind is spiraling into what you haven't yet accomplished, what you need to accomplish, and you're stressing out. So take a moment for yourself, grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee, whatever chills you out a little bit and gets you motivated, and think about something that maybe that's on your to-do list, but just choose one thing and say, this is what we're going to focus on for the week, or this is what we're going to focus on for the rest of the month. You know, I think since it's one day, probably just the week, but you could spend the week planning it out and get ready for it. So yeah, I would choose one thing for the week that you're going to that you're working towards, then choose one day that you're going to execute it and do it, and you're going to get something accomplished. You're going to get something on that to-do list. You're going to focus on that one thing, so it should clear your stress a little bit, and it's going to be good. So we're going to focus on one thing for the week that you're going to have a set date for. I know, I'm a little bit confusing. One day, you're going to choose to get one thing done. So it's simple, one day for one thing. But you're going to need some time to plan it and get your stuff. So that's why I'm saying it's going to be like for the week. So you're going to continue your homeschool like you would normally do, but maybe you're going to choose like Friday, because Friday's the end of the week. You know, you could maybe have it a little bit relaxed because you're heading into the weekend. So this is just like my out of the box, like I'm just gathering this up for you. So say today's Monday, you have the brand new week ahead of you, blah, 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 that I keep repeating. And so today's your day to choose something. So you might be looking at the fact that the third quarter of the year is ending and you need to get your quarterly report together. And so you may be looking at that and seeing what you've done and what you haven't done and what you have to get done for the fourth quarter. And like I said, that could be stressful. So what you could do is you could figure out one thing that you need to get done maybe within this third quarter. One thing. Just one thing. You're going to focus on that. You're going to collect the supplies you need, make the copies you need. It doesn't have to be super, creative. It doesn't have to be a lot of work. It could be just something simple. It could be like we have to master addition or counting right now, or we have to study it. We have to cover it. So you could just get a bunch of things, like little collections of manipulatives that you want to learn, want to teach counting and quantity and numbers to, and just gather your stuff and then have it done for if it's something simple, then maybe like Wednesday. So spend today figuring out what the one thing is, spend tomorrow gathering all the supplies, and then spend Wednesday executing. But if it's something bigger that you need to go around and do and read and research, then you might want to do it on Friday or later on in the month. But that's my message today. Stop stressing over all the little things that are going on that you need to get done and focus on one thing. And then you'll see that it gets done. And then you could do that again for the next week and the next week. And you could get it done little by little. And because you're going to be taking that moment to separate yourself from all the other stuff going on around you and focusing right on that and being in the moment, you're going to have so much more enjoyment of it. You're going to have so much more relaxation in it, even though it's, you'll be able to feel like you're not drowning, and you'll be able to actually sit and get things accomplished and not be stressed out. This is something that we've been trying, that's been working for us. I'm hoping that it helps you guys out because, as I said, not last week, but the week before, it was really stressful. This past month has been stressful, and I needed to take a break from things, and I'm trying to give you guys some tips of when you guys feel like you're spiraling out and stressing out, how you can manage it. So focusing on one thing at a time really does help. I hope this helps you. I've been jabbering and repeating myself a lot for this message, but I hope that it helps you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another lunchtime live chat, and we'll be talking about something else. If you guys are interested in one of our t-shirts or sweatshirts that we have, I'm going to drop a link for where you could pick up a Beware Unsocialized Homeschooler shirt or mug. And if you guys need some one-on-one help with your homeschool, I do offer one-on-one consultations where you can, speak out all your problems that you're having in your homeschool, and I could try to help you through them. I hope you guys have a great day. And again, I'll see you tomorrow. So have a good one and happy homeschooling.